Yo, I appreciate y'all boys tuning in to another YouTube video. We got the most beloved UFC fighters in every weight class. I'm even going to do the women's. I'm going to start including the women's in these videos. I appreciate y'all boys supporting. Let's get into the video, man. Starting off at flyweight, none other than Brandon Moreno. You already know Brandon Moreno was going to be the most beloved fighter at flyweight because, I mean, for one, he's like the biggest star at flyweight. For two, like, I don't think he had, like, I've never met anybody who just doesn't like Brandon Moreno. I believe, like, it's just a common, like, you know, agreement in the MMA community that certain fighters are off limits to hate. And Brandon Moreno is on that list. You can't hate Brandon Moreno. If you hate Brandon Moreno, honestly, you probably a salty Figgy fan. I was gonna say a regular. You ain't no Figgy fan, just regular Figgy fan. You just a salty Figgy fan because think about this. If you hate Moreno, it's probably because he beat Figgy like multiple times, and you salty about that. Because what other reason do you really have to just not like Moreno? I mean, Moreno is just down to earth. You know, he's chill. He doesn't do much. All he does is just fight. You know, play games. Like, he a really relatable, down to earth dude. I just don't see why people don't like him. Man, he's entertaining to watch. Like, he's really entertaining to watch. Brandon Moreno, I feel like I'm not going to really miss on a lot of these unless I put somebody on the screen that you personally don't like. But I don't think that's how the video going to start. I don't think anybody's going to, like, disagree that Brandon Moreno is the most beloved fighter at flyweight. But enough yapping. Let's move to bantamweight. And like we mentioned him earlier, I think it's Figgy, bro. I think Figgy is the most beloved fighter at bantamweight because every time I post about Figgy, like on TikTok, bro, if you tapped in with the TikTok videos, I appreciate it. If you're not, go drop me a follow. It's free. But yeah, like, nobody hates Figgy, bro. Like, I can say something about Figgy losing, like the fight against Sandhagen. You know, I was just like ripping on Figgy. I'm like, man, Figgy didn't look like he didn't want to beat her. Like, he just quit. Like, he knew he was gonna lose. And then everybody was like, man, nah, bro, man, Figgy's that guy. Figgy, we love Figgy, bro. Like, Figgy just had an off night. It's like, you know, I've never seen anybody hate Figgy. You know, and once again, if you hate Figgy, you got to be a super salty Moreno fan because, like, what's the reason to hate Figgy? It's not like he's just beating people's favorite fighters. It's not like he's just, you know, a loudmouth who doesn't back it up. No, Figgy's just like, Figgy is Figgy. Like, you know, he's Figgy. So I just don't see anybody, you know, really disagreeing with this one. I was going to put O'Malley, but O'Malley does have a good bit of haters, though. Like, you know, he's loved, but it's like O'Malley does have a lot of haters. Like, he has a lot of. Figgy, on the other hand, I don't think he has a lot of haters. I think he might have a few sprinkled in here and there who just want to be different just to say they don't like a fighter. And if he beats Umar, then it's like this could change. Nah, he gonna get beloved more than. But I think Figgy is the most beloved fighter at bantamweight. Let's move to featherweight. Once again, I think a lot of these are no-brainers, bro. Y'all let me know y'all think gonna be. It's Volk. Of course it's Volk, bro. Of course it's Volk. Who else would it be? You know, like, Ilya has a lot of haters, bro. Diego, he's getting a lot of flack, even though he's beloved as well, but he's not more beloved than Volk. You know, he's not more beloved than Volk. And if you look at the top five, you got Lerone, you got Aljo, you got Yair. A lot of these guys are hated. So it's, even if they weren't, Volk just takes the cake. Volk just runs off with it. Everybody loves Volk. Like, if you hate Volk, you're probably a salty Max fan. Like, a lot of the times these fighters are hated on is because they beat a certain fighter and their fans just can't let it go. Like, if somebody beats my favorite fighter, I'm gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, of course I'm not gonna be like, damn, bro, he beat my favorite fighter. Like, fuck, bro. Like, I'm glad he beat my favorite fighter. Of course not. But it's not like I'm gonna be like, man, I'm hating, I'm praying on his downfall, bro. I'm praying on his downfall. No, I'm not gonna be like that, bro. I'm not. Like, y'all already know I saw Leon go on a 3-fight losing streak, gang. I saw this shit. I saw him get starched, submitted, and out decision. So, but that didn't cause me to hate none of those guys. I love CP. But anyway, Volk is the most beloved fighter at featherweight, bro. Entertaining fighter. You know, really relatable guy. He's a farm boy, farm man, as I can say. But yeah, bro, like, come on. Like, if you hate Volk, you're probably just a salty, really salty Max fan. Even a lot of Max fans like Volk. Posted a video about Volk the other day about you just can't hate him. And everybody in the comments was like, yeah, bro, I'm a Max fan and I even love Volk. So if you hate Volk, probably an Islam fan too. Like, Islam fans, they just come together. Like, Dagestan fans in general, they just come together to hate anybody who isn't like Muslim or Dagestani. So I can understand like why they would hate Volk, even though Volk lost to the nigga twice. But yeah, most of the times you'll hate the fighters because of their fan base. But even Volk, you just can't hate Volk. Moving on to 155. Once again, another no-brainer, bro. I might go like 10 for 10. I might go, well, however fucking many this is. I might go perfect, bro. I might hit on all of them. But y'all let me know which ones y'all think I missed on. Moving to 155, another no-brainer. It's Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira is the most beloved fighter at 155. I mean, Max is there now, but he's not more beloved than Charles. You know, Charles is just, you know, do Bronx, and everybody loves Charles. Like, I ain't gonna say everybody. He has a few haters. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He has a few haters, but I believe he's just like the love just outshines the hate by such a wide margin that it's like if you hate Charles, his fans, that's probably the reason why you hate Charles. It's not because of his fighting style. You probably hate Charles because you're an Islam fan as well, or Arman fan. But overall, you just can't hate Charles. I don't see why people hate Charles. Like, what's the point of hating Charles? Charles is literally like a down-to-earth guy, God-fearing man, you know, family man, comes to fight every time, and I just don't see how anybody could hate this guy. He's really cool. Like, I like him. I don't understand why people hate Charles, and Charles is definitely, I think it's a clear, like, it's definitely him, then Max, you know, but he's 100% the most beloved fighter at 155. Moving on to 170. I think this is the one that y'all ain't gonna agree with, honestly. But I think it's good. I think it's good. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's good. Y'all let me know though, bro. Stephen Thompson. I put Wonder Boy here. You know, I know people are really like, man, no, it's Islam, bro. It's Islam. But is it Islam though? Like, he's beloved, you know, a lot. He is. I ain't gonna lie. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like Wonder Boy, no one hates Wonder Boy at all. You know, like, he still should be ranked. He beat Bonfim, by the way. I down there here. He beat Bonfim, and I picked Bonfim to beat him. And I also bet against him. I also bet on Bonfim, but he definitely won that fight. But I will say, Wonder Boy is the most beloved fighter at 170, bro. Oh, don't get calling me, bro. Man, that shit can wait. But yeah, Wonder Boy is the most beloved fighter at 170 because he just has no haters. Like, if you hate Wonder Boy, I just want to know why. Like, he's nice. Like, he can literally be like, he probably is pound for pound. He probably is the nicest person in the UFC. And I don't think that would be crazy to say. I think that's a common agreement. He has no haters. Everybody loves him. He comes to fight, you know, and he gets cheered. He gets loud pops. I think it's Wonder Boy. You could argue Islam. I'm not against that. Jack just recently got that love, started getting that love, but, you know, he kind of, I see people hating on Jack a lot now. Like, people hating on him a lot now just because Islam fight. Could have Shavkat. Shavkat been getting a lot of flack because he haven't been fighting. He hasn't been active, you know, but I think it's Wonder Boy. Y'all let me know, though. Y'all let me know who y'all think at what to wait at 170. I got Wonder Boy. 185, y'all might disagree with this one, but I think this is a good one, too. I think I'm finna say Robbie Knuckles. I think Robert Whitaker is the most beloved fighter at 185, bro. Like, how could you fucking, like, dislike Bobby Knuckles, bro? How? Like, what's there to dislike about Rob? Like, I understand he never really got better and evolved past, you know, when he was in his prime and had the belt. You know, he kind of just got outshined by, you know, whoever the champion was, which was Dreekis, which was Izzy, you know. So I understand, but it's not like Rob just lose to everybody. And you can argue he won at the Ritter fight as well. And that would have put him right back there in that title conversation. But split decision lost on his record. I think Robert Whitaker is the most beloved fighter at 185, bro. Like, once again, it's just some fighters that just don't have a lot of haters. Like, how could you hate Robert Whitaker, bro? What's there to dislike about Robert Whitaker? He comes to fight, you know. He's a family man. He's funny. Like, how could you dislike Robert Whitaker? Unless you like who dislikes Robert Whitaker, bro? Let me see who dislikes Robert Whitaker. Izzy fans, maybe? Salty Izzy fans? I don't know. Like, that's the only ones I can think about who would dislike Rob, because it's like, why? Why dislike Rob? But let's move to a 12-5. This one was close. I'm not gonna lie. This one was close, but I believe I got this one. I hit the nail on the head with this one, even though I know a lot of people will be like, you can see it either way. I think Poatan, Alex Pereira, is the most beloved fighter at 180. I said 185. 205. Because just the simple fact of, like, he came into the sport and just took off. Like, he took off, he hit the ground running, and he took off and never looked back. And he's probably the biggest star in the UFC, like, to this day. You know, entertaining fighting style, knockouts, Chama, just cool, just a cool guy, man. You could tell Alex would be like a cool, chill guy to hang around. And any fighter who gives you that vibe, fans really click with him. I could see why people will argue Yuri being here, though. I could definitely see an argument for Yuri. But I believe that Alex Pereira takes it over Yuri. Yuri doesn't really have any haters either, like, unless you like a salty Alex fan. But I don't see like a lot of these fans be salty just because their fighter fought a certain fighter. Like, it's weird. MMA fans are weird, parasocial, weird. Like, it is weird. But once again, like, I don't see a lot of people who hates Alex unless you like a salty Izzy fan. Salty Izzy fan for sure hate Alex. 100% they hate Alex. Who else? Ank fans, but who gives a fuck about all the 5 Ank fans? Yuri fans don't hate Alex though. Nah, not Yuri fans. Salty Yuri fans, maybe 1 or 2. When I say 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2%. But yeah, Alex is the most beloved fighter at 205. Let's move on to heavyweight, capping off the men's division. Derrick Lewis, bro. It's Derrick Lewis. I was about to put Waldo. You know, at first it would have been Tom. If Tom would have been gone and, you know, then go through the IPO and all that this stuff he going through, he getting a lot of flack for it. But it's Derrick Lewis. 100% is Derrick Lewis. He's entertaining. Comes to win by knockout every time. 24 knockouts. He has the most knockouts in UFC history. Cool guy. Relatable. Funny moments. Like, he has everything, bro. It's Derrick Lewis by a mile, bro. I think he, like, yeah, by a mile. Especially, like, it would have been Tom, because Tom was, you know, receiving a lot of love. Then everything just people started switching up, you know, and then now everybody's just not, like, but it's a common, like, agreement in the MMA community that you just can't hate Derrick Lewis. And if you hate Derrick Lewis, I just want to know why. What's there not to like about him, unless you fucking racist. Now, if you racist, I understand. If you racist, now I can understand, like, why you would dislike Derrick Lewis. But if not, then it's like, what's there not to like about the dude? He doesn't do too much. He just does just enough, and he comes to bang, bro. I'm going to throw in the women's divisions, you know, just because, yeah, let's throw him in there. Zhang Weili. She's at flyweight, but she's really a strawweight. Let's be honest. She's really a strawweight. So she's the most beloved fighter at strawweight, because I'm just predicting that she's going to go back down, beat the shit out of Dern, get her belt back, and, you know, just, yeah. And then Grasso at flyweight. Know why? Like, we know why. Grasso's at flyweight. But Natalia Silva's going to take this crown soon once she becomes champion. Kayla Harrison at bantamweight. Not a lot of beloved fighters at bantamweight. Nobody really cares about this division that much. And Amanda, I'm not putting her here yet. Well, I think still Kayla, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about these picks, bro. I think I hit the nail on the head on a lot of them. But, of course, I gotta hear y'all feedback, man. I love y'all boys. And as always, I'ma see y'all on the next